Hey, camera guy, why don't you give us a quick zoom right here so the people can see the two Vader heads?
I have a name.
Yes, you do. Camera guy number one. So, I'm still practicing the Force. Yep.
Practicing?
Welcome to episode 8. Let's see how good I do with the Force now. Better. Okay. It'd be a lot cooler if we had a lightsaber for this. I'd probably cut the box in half, but just,
Yeah.
you know.
Do not want to make nonsense.
Guess what? It's another Gentle Giant box. All right, so let's start out with this one.
Okay.
For Celebration 3, Gentle Giant made a Sand Trooper Corporal mini bust exclusive. Now this thing has the Black Pauldron. When we get to opening this, I have a huge story and some really good friends that were made trying to acquire this bust. A lot of fun. Oh, can't go wrong with this. One of the early Gentle Giant mini bust was Mace Windu. Now, I really didn't think this line would keep going with the way these mini busts were. They were okay, but they were lacking arms, and they're just okay. They started to improve about the time they put out Yoda, Darth Vader, and then Boba Fett, and the line really took off from there. Some of these earlier busts, though, while still cool, they're okay. Why don't we go through that whole line while we're standing here? Next up, Count Dooku. Also part of that early line, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Played by a most phenomenal actor.
My
Big
favorites.
fan. Yeah. And Anakin Skywalker. I do love seeing Hayden Christensen back.
Oh,
In the Kenobi series, just awesome.
he's done a fantastic job.
And then, Padme Amidala. Now, there's one other that rounds out this whole early line of 6, but that character, Zam Wessel, is in a different box somewhere.
Or possibly at the bottom of this one, who knows?
Possibly. I don't think so. I think I had trouble finding that box. Now, here is a favorite from some earlier episodes. A Clone Trooper mini bust. Yes, we've seen a lot of these in earlier episodes. We have another yellow ranking officer. Commander on this.
Yep.
So yes, that now makes 2 commanders.
Red was the
Captain.
what was he, captain or CO?
Captain.
Are you sure what?
The Gentle Giant Stormtrooper mini bust, which, as you all know, or we'll find out, multiple poses. So that means there's a total of 5 different Stormtrooper mini busts we're going to find in here. Because, what's it mean with multiple pose?
You buy more than one.
That's right. He knows this.
You can't display more than one when you only have one.
That's right. Okay. Back to Empire Strikes Back. One of my favorite scenes is the beginning scene where you see Luke Skywalker on a Tauntaun. Yes. I think that's the earliest scene. You see the Darth Vader with the probe droids crash to the planet.
Star
Did you see
Destroyer.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, launching
Right
the
there.
droids on the planet. Yep. Yep, and he's the first one.
Yes.
We see Han in the distance. He's like, I'm going back inside. It's cold out here.
Which one do I want to grab next? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 1.
Number 1 it is. Okay. Oh, I do like this one. But hey, why stop with just 1 when you can grab 2? 2009, San Diego Comic-Con. They had an exclusive. Ralph McQuarrie original concept Boba Fett with Change-O head. they gave you 2 different versions, both of which are quite awesome. Now, this particular helmet right here, the early concept for Ralph McQuarrie, showed up in the Clone Wars. Sitting here watching an episode where Obi-Wan's undercover as a bounty hunter. He picks a helmet up off the shelf, and I'm watching. I'm like, I know that helmet. Why do I know that helmet? How do I know that helmet? So it took a little bit. Like sitting there, I'm like, okay, they had a painted version that Obi-Wan picked up. After about 3-4 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, that's the Ralph McQuarrie original concept Boba Fett helmet painted. So cool how they did that. The homages to that, what they used in Ralph. Yeah, what they used in it was awesome. Speaking of Clone Wars, you want to take a stab at it? Because I'm going to slaughter it.
Roran Korab.
There we go, Roran Korab. From the animated Clone Wars line. The only hammerhead statue they've made as a Jedi.
It's true.
True. All right, we're running out of space. We got, oh, that's cool. So Gentle Giant made an animated line. They released a regular release, and then over at Blister in Japan, they released black and white editions. This happens to be the black and white Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
Always Boba Fett.
Always Boba Fett. Yeah, limited to 500. Oh, that's such a cool statue. You'll actually see the whole line as we bring these statues out. Well, why don't we go back to Ralph McQuarrie?
Did we ever leave him?
No, never.
Never was.
Love that guy. All right. As you've seen in earlier episodes, Ralph McQuarrie, Darth Vader, and many of you will remember, I told the story about this image. One of my favorite, most iconic images from growing up. This is the 3rd incarnation of the mini bust. All right, so the Ralph McQuarrie Vader mini bust came with 3 different versions of the helmet. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That means Rob had to buy 3 different versions of the mini bust. You're correct, I did. So, you've got that helmet, and then that helmet. Now, displayed together, phenomenal looking piece. Paired it with the Sideshow premium format statue, epic display. But if you pair it with the EFX Darth Vader concept helmet, your mind will be blown. Because guess what? You're all going to see that pairing one day. All right. Well, don't really want to cover up Will's head, so we're going to go right here with this one in the pile of mini busts and statues and maquettes.
Good thing there's only one left.
There is one left, and we saved the very best character for last.
Good one.
Well, we just did one of that character, so we saved the last 2 of the very, very best character for last. The Darth Vader animated maquette, black and white, Japanese exclusive. Boom. Rock on, everybody.
Nice.
Does it help that your last name is Devin Camera Guy? I mean, should I call you Mr. Camera Guy?
Mr. Camera Guy is my father.
Oh, all right.
Okay.